But I do wish that the people that were spoken about were able to tell their own version of their story, of their truth, because they're no longer with us.
It did. Because it did.
And that's not always fair.
Okay, let's talk about the Braxtons because things on WeTV just went from family drama to straight up chaos. If you've been keeping up this season, you already know the tension has been boiling, but the latest episode...
My aunts and my family do not talk to me because they think that I, at the age of 16, did something with her partner at the time.
It blew the lid completely off. Tamar and Towanda went at it like never before, and what they accused each other of has the entire internet gasping for air. So, on the brand new episode that aired yesterday, Towanda accused Tamar of sleeping with Toni Braxton's boyfriend. Yes, Tony's man. And before anyone could even process that bombshell, Tamar clapped right back, saying Towanda stole her credit cards and even slept with TONI'S men herself. You heard that right. Both sisters accusing each other of hooking up with their big sister's boyfriend. If you've been following their journey, you know the Braxtons made their emotional return to TV after the heartbreaking loss of their sister, Tracy, back in 2022. Fans hoped that tragedy would bring them closer, but instead, it feels like the pain only made their rift deeper. Now, the family is back on screen for season 2, with Toni, Towanda, Trina, and Tamar, plus their mom, Miss Evelyn, and what was supposed to be a healing comeback turned into an all-out emotional battlefield. A clip from the new season has been going viral all over social media, and it's wild. All the sisters are sitting together at the table, and out of nowhere, everything just implodes. Voices get louder, emotions run high, and the whole dinner turns into a full-blown Braxton showdown.
I know where you live.
Well, of course you don't come. So
Exactly.
my thing, I know where you live because I put down your down payment.
Beautiful.
And you've been stealing from me for the past couple years on my credit cards. And help
But
me.
what you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You stole men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them.
Oh,
a few times.
Who? What man?
Do not get the lead. Oh,
Bitch. You know down there, bitch.
Oh, you're such a liar. Such a liar.
Man, he said he Towanda.
You know that's a lie.
I swear
You
to
know
God.
that's a lie.
I
Which
swear.
daughter you
I swear. Your man for? You think
Don't you?
Towanda straight up drops the nuke, accusing Tamar of sleeping with Tony's boyfriend. That accusation came right after Tamar reminded everyone that she was the one who put down the payment on Towanda's. Yeah, she brought the receipts on national TV, and honestly, Tamar ate that argument up. But Towanda wasn't done. She fired back hard with the cheating claim, and that's when the gloves officially came off. Tamar wasted no time snapping back. She accused Towanda of being the one who stole her credit cards and of being the real one who messed around with Tony's man. She even said Tony's boyfriend himself told her the truth. That's when things hit a whole new level. The sisters were no longer just arguing, they were exposing family secrets. And if you thought the Braxton family drama couldn't get any messier, trust me, this is only the beginning. There's betrayal, jealousy, and old wounds ripping wide open on camera. This isn't just reality TV anymore.
And just because you cosplay as Little Bill and Caillou, it does not mean that you have to act their age and throw temper tantrums by deflecting when your sister says that you were stealing money from her and saying, you steal something too. Men, how old are we? I also want to interject, I play a lot, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with being bald. I'm just on her head right now, so walk with me. Okay, so you're not denying it. Right. I watched the last episode of The Braxtons, and I will say I'm very disappointed because we still don't know who anybody...
It is a full-blown family scandal playing out in real time. So now everybody is asking the same question: who is this mystery boyfriend that allegedly slept with Tamar and Towanda? That's the million-dollar question. And so far, nobody's been able to confirm a name. But the way things are playing out, it's clear this drama runs deep. What really got people talking, though, was when Tamar accused Towanda of stealing money off her credit cards, and here's the shocking part: Towanda didn't even deny it. She just sat there, quiet, looking tense, and in reality TV world, silence often speaks louder than words. In my opinion, that told us everything we needed to know. Because if it wasn't true, wouldn't she have snapped back immediately? That moment alone had fans screaming online that Towanda might not be as innocent as she tries to appear, and this isn't the first time whispers have surrounded Towanda's name.
Let me make sure I have this totally correct. Tamar can pay for your down payment for your house, but she can't come to your bachelorette party because she'll ruin everything. So really quickly, if Tamar was still going to be financing your life, why did we leave Andre and get with Sean? Seems like we could have just stayed with the man that also wasn't providing. Talking to y'all yesterday about the Braxtons, I thought it in my head, but I didn't say it out loud. But since Tam said it, let's just all say it. This needs to be the last season of the Braxtons. I don't know Tracy personally, but she is not pleased with their praise. So we're all on the same page. Let it be very clear that Towanda Chloe Braxton stole whatever money from Tamar's credit card that Tamar says she stole. Because who gets accused of stealing money from a credit card and says, oh, well, you steal too, instead of defending their honor? A thief. Good job. Quite literally, they would have to call the fire department and get the jaws of life to get me up off of you if you ever got on a camera on national television and said that I was stealing money from your credit card. Girl, what? Tawanda's reaction let me know that she's a grifter. If I'm being honest, while we speaking on reactions, the way that Trina snapped her head around and looked at Towanda when Tamar said, I put down your down payment, it gave me, wait a minute, I put down your down payment too, like, we was both paying for it?
There have even long-running stories floating around that she had issues with borrowing from family members before, even allegedly from their own mother, Miss Evelyn. Now, we don't know what's fact and what's gossip, but fans are side-eyeing hard because this isn't brand new behavior. At the same time, some viewers think there might be some truth to what Towanda said about Tamar and TONI'S, because let's be real, these sisters have a history, a deep, messy one filled with resentment, competition, and wounds that never fully healed. If you've been watching the Braxtons since the early days, you already know Tamar and Towanda have never fully gotten along. Even back on Braxton Family Values, they were always clashing, throwing shade, arguing on camera, and cutting each other off in confessionals. That tension has never disappeared, it's just evolved. And remember, Towanda used to work as Tony's assistant, so there's always been that complicated dynamic between them. Fans have been saying for years that Towanda has quietly carried jealousy toward TONI'S fame, and Tamar's success, like she has always been in the background while they took the spotlight. Now, with all these accusations and secrets being thrown around, it is starting to look like those old insecurities never really went away. They just found a new stage to explode on, allegedly. And let us be real for a second, Tamar was the one who truly blew up from this whole reality TV thing. She turned her larger-than-life personality into a full-blown brand. Even outside of music, she made herself a star, from talk shows to reality.
Tamar not lying about Towanda stealing money from her to the point where her credit card bills are going up. In fact, Tamar telling the truth so much that Towanda had to say that Tamar slept with Tony's ex, which, mind you, how good of a sister can you be for you to know this information and not tell it until someone makes you mad? Like, you didn't tell Tony about Tamar sleeping with her ex until Tamar calls you out for being a thief, which you've been a thief before, so Tamar telling this wouldn't be that too far off. For the people in the back, that's not the first time Towanda stolen. In 2005, Towanda got arrested for theft by receiving and forgery, and she was convicted and pled guilty and got 4 years probation. She worked for an insurance company and stole checks from them, and she cashed one of them at a liquor store. When she filed for bankruptcy in 2019, her ex-landlord was suing her at the time for $76,000, and the judge didn't allow her to not have to pay that debt. She had to pay that back. Mind you, the landlord was suing for unpaid rent and damages, but they were damages like knife holes in the doors and walls and fire damage. Towanda, what was y'all doing in that house? She was accused of stealing checks from her mama, and then she was accused of stealing from her sister. So stealing is kind of Towanda's MO. The fact that Towanda didn't even deny the stealing but said that Tamar slept with Tony's ex just proved to me that she did it. She did all of that.
Spin-offs, Tamar knew how to make headlines and stay in the spotlight. Back in season 1 of the Braxtons, the sisters actually tried to fix their issues after losing Tracy. They all went to therapy, hoping to heal and reconnect as a family. But the sessions didn't exactly fix everything. Tamar admitted that Towanda only replies to her texts when they're refilming the show, like their whole relationship is just for the cameras. Towanda, on the other hand, claimed she's just focused on her own household and peace, trying to sound unbothered while everyone else was falling apart. Season 2 was supposed to be lighter, more fun, more family vibes. The plan was to focus on Towanda's wedding to her longtime boyfriend, Sean Hall. But instead, the drama doubled, Things got messy when their niece Ashley appeared on Tamar's podcast and dropped some heavy allegations about Trina and her late ex-husband, Gabe. That bombshell flipped everything upside down. Family loyalty was questioned. Secrets started surfacing, and suddenly everyone was picking sides. And if you didn't know, Trina's ex-husband Gabe has passed away, so the fact that their niece brought him up like that really hit a nerve. That storyline reopened old wounds and caused serious tension among the sisters over who is supporting who and who is betraying who. Now here's the kicker. Through all this chaos, one question keeps echoing. Who really slept with Tony's boyfriend? Because let's be honest, it has to be one of them, Tamar or The accusations keep flying, the denials keep dodging, and the mystery just keeps getting thicker. Up to this point, it is not even about who is right or wrong. It is about how deep the cracks in this family really go. What started as a comeback show to honor Tracy's memory has turned into a full-blown battlefield where every sister's truth is up for debate. So what do y'all think? Who's really telling the truth here? Was Tamar out of line? Or is Towanda hiding something she doesn't want exposed? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is getting crazier by the episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next update, because if you thought this was wild, trust me, the next Braxton episode might just top it. Stay tuned, because we re-dive in even deeper into the stories the industry doesn't want you to hear.
Towanda Braxton ought to leave Tamar alone. Let's have a real conversation. Knowing that Tamar has helped put Towanda on the right foot, bought her house, has helped pay different bills over the years, even though she may not fully like her, I think she just needs to let bygones be bygones. You cannot consistently target the sister, and the only sister, it seems, who is genuinely helping you. Because at this point, you look like an evil user. And I'm sick of seeing them gang up on Tamar. I'm a big Tamar fan, and seeing them gang up on her unnecessarily, because Trina was nodding her head along and laughing the whole time that this dinner was going on. It's getting too real and it's getting too deep. I think they need to regroup and they need to settle officially all this stuff. They've been going to counseling and all this shit for years. There is deep-rooted issues beyond jealousy. I think if they got to the root of it and acknowledged that they are mad at Tamar, that they are angry that Tamar was the only one to manage to break out of the Braxtons, namely Tony Braxton's shadow. If they acknowledge that, I think that would be the start of them having a true potential at reconciliation.